In this video, we're going to be going over Catty Corner and 3 drops that I think are going to pretty much guarantee you to come out of it on top every single time. Now, this place is heavily contested, so it's definitely going to be tough, but let's get right into it. For drop number 1, I'm going to be showing you where I like to go when the bus is coming in from this side. So this is the hot side for the main building on Catty Corner. So when we're dropping in, we are aiming exactly where I marked right here. You need to hit exactly the spot, and you know, you might think I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going up here and looting this whole place, but that's not exactly what we're doing right now. You're going to kind of scout what's going on down at Catty, which we can definitely see. But number 2, some players do like to land up here because, you know, it's a lot safer. However, what you're doing is grabbing this chest, and then right away, you're looking around here. So somebody could land up there, and if somebody lands up there, what I like to do is just drop down right away. Drop down there. But in this case, nobody landed up there, so I'm gonna keep looting up the rest of this place. It guarantees me a few chests. I also get, you know, decent loot, as you can see. We already got 2 SMGs, we got minis and stuff like that. I'm gonna snag this harpoon as well. If you feel like you need to grab the loot up by that little van, you can go do that, but I like to drop down as quickly as possible and get myself on over towards this. So if you come in here, there's another chest right inside. So this is gonna give us yet another chest on this drop. We get more minis and all of this. I already have a decent loadout. All the fighting's going on over at Catty. This is why this is more of a snake drop. A snake drop is where other players are doing all the work for you, and you can just slide in, finish up the last few guys, and then come away with the vault. Keep in mind that there are pallets and stuff like this here. You can hit up trees. You can hit up these fences. And really, all of this, like this stage of this strategy right here, is all about your patience. If you have the patience and you're not antsy to get on over there, you can loot this stuff up as long as you want and just keep on getting like all of this loot. However, since for the sake of the video, I'll send it on over here, but I just want to show you guys that you can roll into Catty from this strategy with like 400 to 500 mats, which is going to give you a good chance of survival. So right here, we're going to get a disguise. This is the next step. You could hit this porta potty, but I don't recommend it. I actually recommend, you know, farming up these trees real quick and rolling up, kind of scanning what's going on around here. Now, this is the most important step to the strategy. So rolling up here, you can right hand peek this. So you see, we don't see anybody inside, but now we're going to go up top, check to see if we see anybody inside. Still nobody. So now we have main building control. I don't see, there we go. There's the guy with the vault key. We did it, man. We already got to the vault. We have really good loot now, and we're basically chilling to win this game. I mean, we already basically won Catty, but it's not over yet. I want to show you guys, sometimes you will get pushed while you're in the vault like this. Now, Cypher PK showed already the strategy, and I'm sure a lot of you guys saw that. If you're getting pushed from the vault, do this right here, and it's going to launch you behind whoever's right here on the vault, and it's going to give you a really good shot on them. So Cypher PK has already showed that. Oh, and one last thing. Whenever you're looting up after you've won this whole place, check if these have been hit. A lot of times you can snag a pepper. Unfortunately, I didn't get one right here for the video, but a lot of times you can get a pepper, which will make your rotation out of here even easier. I think it's really important before getting into the second drop that I tell you guys, Kit, the like boss at this place, can spawn inside this building or outside of it, and he can spawn also inside this building. So those are the 3 spawns for the boss at these ones. So just keep that in mind whenever you're dropping. From behind Catty, I like to go for the main building. So that's why I have the main building marked right now, and I drop right away, especially if it's coming from behind like this. Usually I'm aiming for like right down here, because you want to just glide right over the mountain, and that's going to give you a pretty good drop. Make sure you don't hit the mountain. That's that is what could really mess you up. But yeah, we got a great drop here. So you want to be at the height on this drop to maybe hit the roof if you need to. A lot of times there's a good floor loot up there, and if somebody gets that over the top of you, you could be in trouble. And so I see a hunting rifle and a pistol. I'm going to drop on the pistol. See if this guy comes for the hunting rifle. Doesn't seem like it. And then I drop down right here, going through the side. And now I know this guy dropped out back here. So what I like to do, a lot of people land down at this. And so if you can peek this like this, you're going to have a good opportunity to take them out. But it doesn't actually look like he went there. So now what I do is I break the floor right here. There's a lot of henchmen in this place, but there's also a chest. So if you drop down like this, gives you a really good opportunity to get this chest, snag that, and now you can right hand shoulder peek out of here. I don't think anybody went there, so we'll loot that in a second. This is just the way I like to scan this drop though. you're basically just looking in all directions as to where people could be around you. I'm not actually going to go in this building yet because there's always a lot of henchmen, so we're just trying to loot up as much as we possibly can at the moment. Good, dude. Got some good RNG right there, getting that shield pot. We still don't have a shotgun or an SMG, which is pretty big at the start of these drops. So now what I do next is I break this bathtub right up top, and it drops me down a bunch of these things. Usually you're looking for a pepper, which yes, there is a pepper up top. Now taking out that henchman is really, really big. That guy is always mad annoying. We snag this chest too. Still no shotgun. All right, this is good. I want to show you guys a drop where I don't get great RNG. We do need to be careful though, because somebody could have dropped from up top. Okay, so we are playing the guy with the mythics. Love to see it. Love to see it. If you got a pepper like I do right now, it's really easy to bail out and get a different direction on each fight. Yeah, so we got this guy boxed. Perfect. Basically, we're just trying to bait the shot. This guy is literally going to hold this all day. So we got to be careful. There's going to be another guy coming from up top. And this guy's just literally baiting that. Nice. That's kind of what I was waiting on him to do. And that's the problem with this drop right here, is that if somebody gets kit over here, they can actually get away. But again, the goal of this is to survive, which we are doing. That's most important. So we're actually going to fall back. I don't have a lot of mats or anything like that. We start taking out some of these henchmen and look for the ones with the SMGs. There we go. All right, now we're actually ready to fight. I was just afraid to push that box fight. I didn't have an SMG or a shotgun, so I would actually recommend don't make the mistake I just made and get an SMG before you push on over to the other side. But now the beautiful part about actually landing this side is he has the shockwave launcher, he has the mythic shotty, but he doesn't have the vault. And that's why, you know, we can kind of just chill out, farm up while we wait at the same time. So in a drop where a lot actually went wrong for me, this just proves to you guys that if you're playing this play smart, a lot of good things can happen. And a lot of times it depends on how weird the guy is that gets the launcher. Like, we might not get the vault this game because this guy's playing so weird. But we're surviving, and that's what's key. As I get head dinked right there. All right, good. We're gonna get the vault. I don't know how he just died, but you know what? We're taking it. Guys, I know this did not go as smoothly as I would have liked for the live comm, but I hope you guys can still see why this drop works so well. You get an SMG before you push over to the other side, you're going to be absolutely good. And also keep in mind, one thing you could have done differently from what I just did is you could have stayed here the entire time. You don't have to push over to the other side, especially because so many third parties come in. The third drop is right here. This is where I marked for this one. But again, all of these drops, you're basically taking in where other players are going based on where you go and where you rotate and all of this. So I'll talk through all of it on this drop as well. It might seem like a really weird drop at first. And I also want to say, Tfue has been going to Catty Corner, so pretty much every wannabe pro player has been going here. And so like it just seems extremely sweaty at a lot of these start of the games. So just once you get these drops down, you'll start to get a feel for where to go to give yourself the best chance of survival. And so what we're gonna do is drop right underneath this cabin. What you're gonna see here scanning around is we can either go to this chest right here. I don't like that chest too much because it really is a 50-50 if somebody else lands there. But what you do is you land on this right here. Not a lot of people go to this chest inside this truck, and you get these pallets right away. So I already have 100 mats. I also, if somebody lands down there, I have a view right over the top of them, and I can rotate actually up to this chest as well and try to take this guy by surprise if somebody goes here. So once we snag this loot, we are actually big chilling. And make sure you look across the bridge. Sometimes people land over there, and so you got to be aware of them because they can actually grief your drop more than anybody else, but they don't really get a lot of loot. So if you get those two chests, you're absolutely chilling. And then once you drop down right here, this is my favorite part about this drop. There is so much wood right here. You can actually farm up to like 700, 800 wood just right here. You get another chest. So look at our loadout before we even enter the chaos up top. Yep, almost 700 wood. And also there's 2 floor drops right here. It varies on what they give you. They're just floor drops, but I always think that that's a good note to make. Then I take this trash can on up to the top. And this is where you got to be careful though. It drops you out facing that way, but a lot of times there's somebody in this house. So I like to come up from behind. And wow, what a weird drop, man. These are always contested. And of course for the live comm, they're not. So if this isn't contested, this drop gets even better because you get to loot this place as well. Just break this floor right here and get this chest. And then make sure you're getting all of these that I just took as well. And this should heal you up to pretty much full shield. That's why this drop's so good, man. Now at this point, you have to be extremely careful at this point because of this. A lot of people like to go weather station. That is one drop I would recommend for you guys if you want to be even more of snakes. Like, weather station is the snakiest drop. But what I like to do is get on top of this because it gives you the chance to do that and also get a good look at the weather station guy. So yeah, this guy might full send on us, but it's fine. Make sure you don't waste all your ammo on the helicopter. I know I can switch. That was rather annoying. Sort of really awkward spot right now. It was my bad of actually playing that helicopter really poorly. So I'm just going to box up. The henchman's locked onto me. Hopefully he locks onto the other guy. This is good. This is going poorly though, because I wanted to show you guys why it's so key you get all these mats. I can play this like the biggest baby in the world and still be okay. Oh my gosh. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm glad. I'm actually glad that that just went that shambles for the live comm. I know you guys might be thinking, Cole, it says always win. It says always win. Well, with skill-based matchmaking, sometimes I'm going to face guys like that. And, you know, we were just talking about the Tfue wannabes that go on up to weather station and come on in. Perfect example right there. And I just want to say to you guys, if you have the mats like I just had, I played that fight like a total weenie. I overbuilt and everything, and that led me to win that even with less health than that dude. You got to finish these henchmen because there's just so many of them. So when approaching this side like this, I really don't think anybody is over here. But you can't be too careful with it because they might be. So I like to actually go above the vaults and hit up these mats right here. I don't have a lot of health and stuff, so I got to be extremely careful. And yeah, here's the boss actually. So you just, it's really easy to actually fight this boss. I'm glad we get to talk about this in the live comm as well. He shoots those shotguns so predictably. I know he just hit me for a little bit right there, but it's really not too hard to face off against. Now we snagged the vault key. We got the nade launcher. We're absolutely chilling. I'm going to be extra safe since this drop's kind of been shambles. And we're in the vault. Just like that. So again, the reason this is one of my favorites is because you get so many mats, and that's why it really takes out the RNG of the drop. You know, I couldn't have predicted getting hit by a helicopter. I definitely didn't play that the best. 100% could have played that better. But the fact that I did get hit by a helicopter, then pushed by a really good, the guy was a good player, and still managed to come out of that on top. I hope that shows a good sign for you guys of why this drop is so good. But yeah, we got the vault. We got all the goods. Remember to keep getting consumables on this drop on your way out of here as well. They're very, very key this season, especially the hot peppers. But guys, that's the 3 drops. If you lose this place now, that's on you. It's not on me. Keep in mind of where I was dropping in from on the specific bus routes as well. I was waiting to get the right bus routes for each individual drop. And also keep in mind that depending on how high you have as a launch, you can always do any of the 3 drops or even 4 if you want to go up to weather station and be a snake up there. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.